Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen of the internet, and today I will be reviewing a 2005 Citroën Xsara Picasso, also known as the slightly boring, very reliable and most definitely surprising MPV. What is an MPV, you might ask? Well, over here in Europe, the definition of an MPV stands for a multi-purpose van. This basically describes what is essentially a hatchback that is slightly larger, taller, more accessible, and has comfort features such as foldable and removable rear seats that make life easier for families and pretty much anyone else. These MPVs could be rather boring and ugly, and I think the Picasso is no exception. However, once you get to live with the car for several hours, you might just change your mind. Starting off with the interior. As you would expect, it is super spacious with an insane amount of storage pockets, etc. The build quality is not too bad with some slight rattles here and there. However, it should be noted that the car has only covered 80,000 kilometers. The dashboard layout is actually very simple, with everything stacking up in the middle. Starting off at the top, we have a fully digital instrument cluster with some changeable displays that show fuel consumption and other info about the car. Underneath we have our heater controls, then the radio, which as you can see is an aftermarket Pioneer head unit, electric window controls, and finally the shifter, followed by some more storage. The shifter is nicely positioned as it is always at your reach. One thing to note though, the distance between gears is very long, so don't expect to be racing Civics anytime soon. The position behind the wheel is rather different. It somewhat looks like a bench where your legs are at an almost 90-degree angle, with the pedals being angled towards the floor rather than the front of the car, but when you actually sit down it feels more like driving a normal hatchback. These seats are not very supportive, but that is to be expected from a car like this. The visibility, however, is one of, if not the best I've seen. When it comes to driving the car, it isn't actually half bad. This particular motor is powered by a 1.6 liter inline-4 that puts out 95 horsepower, which is sent through a 5-speed manual gearbox to the front wheels. The car isn't too heavy at around 1200 kilos, so even the 1.6 is acceptable. The car is equipped with your usual features such as ABS, power steering, etc. The steering is hydraulically assisted and gives very reasonable amount of feedback from the road, whilst being relatively light when maneuvering in the town. The steering does however need a good amount of input whilst cornering, but then again, this isn't a racing car, far from it actually. The previously mentioned brakes are disc brakes up front and drum brakes at the back, and whilst they are fine for this car, they definitely need some manhandling to get the car to a full stop. Body roll is exceptionally good considering how tall this car is. It's even better than some of the saloons I've driven in the past, even though the suspension is softer than most of those. Finally, we are coming to a conclusion. As many people say, don't judge a book by its cover. The Picasso might not win any races or a fashion show, however it is a very reliable people carrier that can easily be converted to a utility vehicle, and from time to time you can take it to a back road and not be totally disappointed.